For me, I don't know what it's gonna be like after I'm done playing.
Hmm.
So it's kind of cool that you found something else that you love to do.
When you're done playing, I know one thing you could do.
What
Media.
is it?
Media. You would crush. What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Conversation, a Colorado Rapids podcast where I get to sit down and talk to people about Colorado, football, or soccer, if you like to call it that, and really anything else that I want to talk about that day. So today, I am really excited to be joined by a Colorado Rapids favorite, someone who is not from Colorado, but has left a mark on all of us. He's now playing in France and in big European competition. He's known to most of you as Mr. Personality. Can you please help me welcome Moïse Bombito? Moïse, bonjour!
Bonjour! Comment ça va? How are we doing?
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember. I think that's how you doing, but I don't know what to say. How do I answer that? I'm great,
Ça va
so
bien.
what do I say?
Yeah, I'm great. You say ça va bien.
Ça va bien.
Ça va. Ouais,
Ça
ça va.
va bien. Whatever.
Ça va bien.
French is
Perfect.
hard. French is
It
hard,
is.
especially when you learn how to speak Spanish, because there's like just a little difference in some of the pronunciations that make it difficult. But it's so good to see you.
It is actually so good to see you guys as well. I miss
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, you miss Colorado, but we are a little jealous of where you're at. And if you're not watching this on video, you need to, because Moise, your apartment, you've got mountains right behind you. On the other
Yep.
side, you have what?
There's a beach. Can I show them or should I show them?
Yeah,
or?
show him. Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's
Give
do
him
this.
give him a little news
Let's
tour.
do this. Let's do this. And here we go.
Wow. That
Yeah, it's kind
it
of nice.
doesn't get much better than that.
Indeed. I
Yeah.
can't complain, to be honest.
Y-
Sorry.
Well, you're not really one to complain, so I would not imagine you complaining anyways. Well, yeah, it's really good
Yeah.
to see you. Thank you for that little tour. But how are you doing?
course.
How is France?
France is treating me pretty well, actually. I feel kind of, like myself, and I feel like I can express how I am as a person also. And since I get to speak my first language, it's kind of also easier, to get to know people, make connections, create friendships, and just be a good vibe. So
Mhm.
that's really good on that part. And I don't think I want to leave this place, to be honest. It's kind
I
of too
wouldn't-
beautiful.
I've
It's too
only
good to
seen
be
it
true.
right here, and I wouldn't probably want to leave either. You mentioned you're loving it because you get to speak French, something that you've
Yeah.
known so for the entirety of your life. I would imagine that really helped you acclimate, even just like going to the grocery store and being able to ask where things are. Was that a big part in your acclimation, or what do you feel like made
Yeah,
it easier
100%.
to? Yeah.
100%. It's one of the main things that helped me out on just progress throughout the season, on and off the pitch. And at first, when I first got there, I was able to just speak French to people and get to know like how was their journey to get to where they are right now. So I feel like that helped me a lot. And since I'm kind of like open-minded and I'm open to just talk to people, I feel like that helped me help them to just open up as well. And then we get to create friendships and just be good teammates on the field. And sometimes when you feel like someone's got your back on the pitch, you just want to give everything you have. And I feel like that's the feeling I have towards them and the feeling that they have towards me. So I feel like it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned your teammates there. Is there anyone in specifically when you arrived that kind of took you under their wing and really helped you in certain areas that maybe were a little bit more difficult to adjust to?
I feel like I think they kind of all did, like in their own ways. I really can't mention one guy that helped me out, but that they were just like, I won't say that they were making fun of me, but I feel like they really emphasize being able to joke around for me to be comfortable. It's like when people make jokes about like whatever is going on, you feel a bit more easier. It's
Yeah.
easier going if I can
I'm like,
say this. And
If someone was making fun of Moise, I'm coming
No,
after
no, no,
them.
they're not. But like they really like to joke around. They're really funny, and help me out on just express myself because I'm someone who's funny and I love to joke around as well. So I
Yeah.
think we really uh got along on that aspect.
Yeah. When you're in the banter, it's always a good place to be.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. It's, it was a really incredible transfer. It happened really quickly. But when you
Mhm.
look back on last year, would you say the playing style? Like, how would you compare it to Major League Soccer? How are the trainings different? What about the environment maybe is a little bit different than what you
Mm.
got to experience here in Major League Soccer?
So I feel like I'll just talk about like how it was in Colorado, and then I speak about how it is in Nice. I feel like in Colorado we were really focused on one pressing. We were a really good pressing team. I can assure you that. We were playing on a really high line, and we were focusing on playing on transition, going fast, and hurt the opponent. And going into Europe, I just feel like it's a bit more. I won't say slow, but it's really thoughtful. Every pass means something, and I feel like to attack it requires a bit more of ruse, if I can say this. Like you need to be way more savvy than if you were in MLS, I feel. And also tactically, people are really organized. Like it's really hard to break down opponents, but also at least we are also a pressing team. So
Mm-hmm.
I see the similarities with what it was in Colorado. So that helped me out a lot to just play like I know how to play, and I don't have to adjust that much in order for me to succeed. And that's what helped me a lot because as you can see, when I first got there, I played the first game that I was able to play, and that the fact that I was able to step forward, check forward checking, forward defending, sorry, and I kind of like used everything I knew that I use in Colorado
Mm-hmm.
into Nice, and that helped me just flourish and spread my wings. I can see if I
Yeah.
can say that.
I
So
love
yeah.
that. I wanted to talk to you about that because your transfer was announced from the Rapids to Nice. It was a record transfer for a center back in Major League Soccer. And 6 days later, you made your
Mm,
debut. Do you think
yeah.
that helped settle the nerves? Because it was like, I just got to go and you got to play right away.
Yeah.
Were you grateful for that?
I mean, I was grateful, but also I was like, whoa, like I thought that like I needed to acclimate first, get to know how are we playing as a unit. But the coach was just like, I need you right away, and that's gonna just, you know, help you prove your worth,
Mm-hmm.
and people are just like, when I first got here, everyone was like, oh, what's going on? We recruiting a player that played in the US. Usually it's the other way around, like European goes to the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like a bit skeptical, and they were like, okay, let's see how it's gonna go. And when I first started playing, people are like, okay, we see it now, and that kind of helped me just go through the strings. And yeah, I ended up playing so many games and being, a player that my teammates and the staff could count on. So that kind of proved my worth, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, once you get out on the field, Moise, I feel like it's hard to take you off because you do so many things that can help a team. One thing that you were just talking about that I actually want to dig into a little bit is you were talking about the tactics and the speed of play and the way you guys think about the game differently over there in France. And I think about this often in the game. I feel like in Europe, and I'd like to have your opinion. In Europe, you're watching football at a high level from a really young age and you're studying
Mhm.
tactics and you're getting that soccer IQ. And I feel like in America, and in Canada, we're getting there, right? We're still learning.
Getting
It
there.
hasn't been a sport that has been ingrained in us. Is that something that you look at your teammates and you're constantly asking them questions about little nuances to your game that you can
Yeah,
improve on?
really. I feel like one of the main things that helped me stay on that, I mean, I'll say starting spot was the fact that I was doing a lot of video sessions with the coaching staff, especially the head coach, because when I first got there, like I said, I didn't knew how it was to play in Europe, So I felt like I needed that, help from the coaching staff to just put emphasis on how we play, how are we going to break down the opponents, how we're going to defend on the lower block, how can we go and press, how can I, recognize scenarios of 3v2s, 2v1s, where can I just, go with the ball and help build the attack, and when can I not recognize that this is not the moment to go? Can we just recycle? Like a lot of stuff. Now I'm just
Yeah.
going off, but there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that now I know a bit more, and I feel like that's something I really needed in order to progress.
Yeah. You mentioned just right there, there's so many nuances to this game. You probably just said five or
Yeah,
six things, right? That are like
yeah,
really little things, but at an elite level, if you can recognize those, not just when they're happening, maybe even a little bit before, that's
yeah,
where you start to separate yourself. And it's nice to be humble, right? It's nice to
yeah.
say, hey, I want to know more. And I'm sure that got you a
Hmm.
lot of respect with the staff and your
For sure,
teammates around you.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. When you started your football journey, the cool thing, Moise, about you is I've got to talk to you a lot about your journey and where you've come
Yeah,
from, and
yeah.
just to dig in. And actually, I want to say, because I wanted to start off with this, but I didn't get to. When you left last year, I didn't even get to say goodbye. I was so
That's
sad.
true. I
But
mean,
I want.
they
Go ahead.
asked me. I remember they asked me to come to the studio, and I thought I was gonna see like not everyone, but most of the people. But there was
Yeah.
like just 4 or 5, if I can
Yeah.
remember. So I was like, ah, that's too bad,
But I
But
did want to say in that moment last year, and I'll say it to you now, just so proud of you. You have just
appreciate it.
put your head down
Yeah,
and controlled what you can control and done it really joyfully, which has been really fun to watch. So, yeah, just really happy for you for this next step.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, and it's been cool to watch you succeed. But let's go back to that journey, because I've talked to you many a times. We've walked
Uh
around
huh.
Denver. We've sat in this very studio talking about what you wanted to do. And there was a moment where you're like, I want to be a pro. Did you ever
Yeah.
imagine this is what it would look like?
I mean, but this view, I don't think so. No, 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 no. I didn't think I could play in a city that has this view. No, not at all. But forever grateful because this is part of the journey. But like as of right now, this is where I wanted to be.
Hmm.
Obviously, there's like I have goals and all that stuff, but as of right now, this is where I wanted to be, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through all the trials and tribulations that I had to go through, starting when I took the decision to go to JUCO and then go D1 and then come to Colorado, get injured, and then come back and then try to have a fight for a starting spot, getting that starting spot, having an impact on the team, helping the team, winning the Rocky Mountain Cup. I forgot about that one. And then
Yeah.
leaving on a high note. And yeah, just got to be grateful because it wouldn't be possible if I didn't go through all that I mentioned.
Hmm.
So I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah, we never really know where the journey is going to take us, but each
Yeah,
step is so, you're in it. This is what means the most. Yes, the trophies are amazing, but like who you become in this process is
yeah,
is the fun. It's really the fun part. And for you, when you were
actually.
dreaming about being a pro, was France on your mind? Like because of your French speaking background, did you want to go to France at some point?
No, no, not at some point because
Yeah.
I just won. Because my favorite team, the team that I followed and support my whole life was Barcelona. So I was like, okay, I want to play in Spain. But I can't complain. France is fine, and I also speak French, so that helps me a lot to acclimate and you know be a good teammate.
Hmm. How's it being so far away from your family?
It's alright. Obviously, it's not the greatest of news, but I've got used to. I've got used to it since I left when I was 20 years old. Now I'm 25, so it's been 5 years I've been doing this, which is a lot. But like every time I get to see them, I make sure that I have a time, a great time where I can reconnect, uh, laugh, joke around with them, see how they were doing, and yeah, just be a sibling, and also a son for my mom, my dad, and yeah, that helps. That
Yeah.
helps.
Your mom seemed to be a little bit of a good luck charm when she was here in Colorado. She was here when you scored that first goal on your birthday, right?
Every
Was it your
time
birthday?
she came to a game, we never lost. Every time, even
So,
even in Nice, I think. In Nice, every time she came, never lost.
okay, well, that was my question. Mom has come out to watch you play.
Yeah, yeah, she did. She
What
came
game
to
did she
three
get to
games, I
see?
think. She got to see Lille. She got to see Brest. She got to see PSG,
Mm-hmm.
and I think
Whoa.
Monaco, if I can remember. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay, well,
Yep.
mom is a little bit of a good luck charm. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
when she started you in sports, right? When she
Yeah.
started you in soccer, do you think she could see your potential? Does she talk about that with you?
Yeah.
Does she talk about what she saw
100%.
in you from a young age? Tell us more about that.
I mean, I wouldn't say that she saw something right away. I can promise you that the first thing she saw was that like I needed to do something because I was trouble at home. I was moving too much. I was just like a mess. So she was like, "Hey,
She's like, "Get out of my
go
hair."
do some sport, man. Go do some sport." And then we tried like a couple of sports before soccer. I can't really remember what it was. But then as soon as she put me in the soccer, she was like, "Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the sport he has to do." And I went off. And at some point when I was like 11 or 12, I was playing striker at the time. I was scoring a lot of goals. And she was like, "Yeah, one day you'll be pro." But I was thinking I was gonna be a striker. I was gonna be famous. I was gonna make so much money. I'll score so many goals, and I ended up being a center back. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I've
crazy,
gone through
but
that
hey,
transition too of center
it's
forward to
crazy.
center back. They're like, get back there. I love that she told you that. You remember that specifically. She said you're going to be a pro one day.
Yeah, you're gonna go pro for sure. I don't know when you're gonna go pro, but you're gonna go pro. And I was like,
What do you
I
think that did for you?
I mean, that
Just
just
hearing
gave
that.
me confidence, and just knowing that I have someone who has who you have 100% support. You just like, okay, like you feel with a lot. You feel like you have so much power, and you can just go through a wall, and that helped me going through all the above. When I went to college, when I signed pro in Colorado too, that helped me a lot. Just to know that I have my mom that's there and wants to support me 100%. That's also nice for sure.
Yeah. Well, now I need to pull up your guys' schedule for this year and make sure mom
Yeah,
is out on the really big game days, right?
yeah,
That's when you got to time
yeah.
it. You got to make sure mom
That's
is
when you
there
gotta time it.
because when she comes, is it for a short amount of time, like a few weeks, or
Yeah,
does
she
she
comes
come? Did
for.
she come multiple times?
So the thing is, my mom, she says she's gonna come on that date, but she never says when she's gonna leave. So one time I remember towards the end of the season when we played PSG at away, she was there, and then we flew with the team, and then she flew from Paris to Nice, and then she was saying, "Yeah, I just brought this suitcase, so I don't think I'm gonna stay long. So I was like, okay, no problem. It was I think April 27, 28, something like that. She ended up leaving with me to go back to Montreal on May 22nd. Oh, that was so funny. I was like, Mom, you could have just said that you were staying a month. She was like, yeah, but I feel like I really wanted to go, but it's just too beautiful. Like when she comes here, why would you want to leave?
Why would you
That's what.
leave?
Yeah,
And is she like
exactly.
cooking you meals when she's there too? So you're
And,
kind
and
of
that's the
like,
thing. I really don't mind having her staying here because I get to eat. I get to eat at midday and at night, no problem.
yeah, what's the
So
best thing she
she's
makes you?
welcome. It's African food. It's fried plantain, some meat. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
a beef stew or chicken. and she'll just top it off with rice. Sometimes she'll use pounded yam. We call it fufu, but it's pounded yam.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Wow.
Yeah, those month stays aren't too bad when that's what you're getting
Yeah,
fed, huh? And you
exactly.
probably don't have to go to the grocery store and get it. She's probably doing all of that when you're at training,
Yeah,
so you just like come
exactly,
home and you get a
exactly.
feast.
So when I come home, it's just like all there. So I kind of
Oh,
miss it.
moms are the best.
Yeah, always, always the
Yeah,
best.
I love that. Um, it it was you mentioned the transition from MLS to playing in League One. But one of the things that we loved about your time here is you were a young guy. You were a rookie
Yeah.
into like some of these really formative years. Do you feel you can look back now and think about some of the things that Armis or Keegan or some of the older people on the team, some advice they gave you that has helped you as you go into this next phase of your career?
So I'd say for the vets, like Keegan, I remember Danny Wilson, I remember Diego Rubio on my first year when I got there.
Mm-hmm.
They were just saying, hey, obviously if you're here, it's for a reason. You have talent, but can you put your head down all the time and go to work? Can you do that? Because if you do that, then people are gonna want to work with you. And I feel like that helped me out throughout the process. Like when you have a new coach, that's the first thing that's gonna have him notice, you know? Because when you just go to work and you're ready to just do whatever he says, it's it's just like easier for him to choose you when he has to make the starting 11. Like that helped me out a lot throughout going for from Robin to the coach that I have now, Frank is, and I had Chris Armas going through it, and Chris Armas helped a lot to just simplify my game because I at some point I really wanted to be flashy and do all the things a striker or a winger would do at the center back position, and he just cut me and he was like, "Hey, this is too risky. You can't be playing like this. Can you be the master of the basics?" And I feel like I've done that. I won't say really well. I won't say I'm there, but that helped me go to Nice for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have to give a big shout out to Chris for that for sure. For sure.
I
Yeah.
love that. I don't know why when I think of master of the basics, I like feel like we have to bow. Like it's like something to be, really taken care of. Like, right? It's the
Yeah,
simple things. And that was
for sure.
something we talked about a lot last year when we had you here on the podcast is being the
100%.
master of the basics. In this year, give us a couple
Hmm.
basics. Like what specifically have you been honing in on that you feel like has made you feel like I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there?
Yeah, one of the main things is just like consistency on everything you do. And I feel like on the position I play, being consistent is the best compliment you can have because that's just gonna have your teammates rely on you because they know that you're not gonna mess up, you know? So if it is to make the same pass to the right winger or right back 100 times, but you do it 100 times at 100%, it's 100 times well, your job is done. So the thing is, for me, I just felt like the basics, like master of the basics for me has changed a little bit because I have to adapt to the team I play with. And
Mm-hmm.
with Colorado was just like I said, making that overplay pass to Keegan for him to be able to have a first touch proper and be able to play forward, and that's something I put emphasize a lot. And here in Nice, it's maybe more of being uh, solid on my tools. Sometimes when we are because we are a pressing team, and when we have all of the players forward to press, even to the goalkeeper, can I win my battle against the striker because that's the only out the other team have. And if I get to win my battle, then we get the ball and we get to attack and transition and affect the play. So yeah, it kind of changes throughout the teams I play with, but I always try to remember that I have to be the master of whatever basics it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you win the ball like that, sometimes you get to go forward because we know that you like to go forward with the ball.
Yeah, I do. I
Do we get a
do.
couple of those moist runs still in
Yeah,
Nice?
it kind of like reduced a little bit because now we play on a back three, and on the
Okay.
back three I'm in the center,
Yeah,
so
that's harder.
you can't leave that gap. But when I play on the right, at some point I play on the right, yeah, I was able to make those runs. Just go, do your thing. That
See
happened.
ya.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Oh,
Oh
I
well.
love that. Yeah, we miss those. We miss the recovery runs that we can like add
Oh,
animation to, like meep meep, like here comes the road runner.
oh, that was a time. I had a good time, man.
Yeah,
I had a
yeah,
good
you
time
did.
running.
You
Thanks to
did.
Sharpie. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all because of Sharpie.
Oh gosh, yeah, I love that. One of the things that we love talking to you about when you were here is you had a pregame ritual. You would go like the night before to the
I'll
game,
go to the
right? So,
mountains. Yeah, yeah, I would
do you
go,
still do that?
but I don't do it now because I have like the view. So
Mm,
like before going to the center, the training center or
city
wherever
center?
we have to meet. Yeah,
Yeah,
wherever we have to meet before games. I just like to have a proper sit down, look at the view, and be like, all right, let's go
yeah.
time.
So it
So
hasn't changed to like
kind
a
of
beach hang, beach meditation, hangout.
not
No.
still. I just feel like myself look at mountains. I just don't know why. I prefer mountains to beach, but beaches are nice too. I won't lie. But for
Okay.
me, it's kind of my thing. Mountains are my thing.
Okay. So when you're in Nice for
But
a
yeah,
game day, so you do
yeah.
what? What's your new pregame ritual?
I just come here
Just
on
sit on your
here, but
balcony.
exactly, and look at the view. Yep,
It's pretty nice.
it is nice. It is
It's pretty
nice.
nice. I'm just talking to you a lot because I don't want to lose the view, really. Like you don't want to leave there and I don't want to get rid of the view. That's so I can
I could
understand
just
why you
leave. I
would
could
just
just leave, and I leave this to you.
it is pretty nice. It's been so cool to watch because and for you, I bet moments that have felt very surreal, Moise. You are now playing against some of the best teams in the world. What has that
Yeah.
been like for you?
I mean, for me, it was. I had two thought processes. The first one was like, "Whoa, you actually in there? Like, wow, you playing against this guy, that guy." But on the other thought process, I'm like, okay, so if I'm here and I've seen all these players, then why can I not like be one of those players that when another player is gonna come in like, oh, I'm playing against Bombito. See, that's the two thought process I have. So now I'm just like kind of you're trying to um have a year where I confirm that I'm actually a guy. I'm
Yeah.
actually a good player, a player that can be relied on, a player that, some players fear like, I don't want to be playing against him today. Like, wow, you know, that's my thought
Yes.
process.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
on there. Like, how do we keep the ball away from Bombito when we're
exactly,
attacking? You want to be on their
exactly,
scouting report. I like that.
exactly.
I really like
Yeah.
that mentality. In MLS, you
Hmm.
were considered, I don't even know if I can say one of the most athletic. Like, I just feel like you were the most athletic player in this league when you were here and some of the things that we got to witness you do. Do you feel like that gap is smaller? Do you feel like you're still on that athletic side or
Oh
is
yeah,
it a
I feel
little,
like I'm still on that for sure. I'm still on that for
yeah,
sure. But there are more players that are like me, if not more athletic
yeah.
than me. So yeah. Hmm.
One of the things I loved looking at when I was watching you guys play is you played PSG. You ended up tying the eventual
Yeah.
European champions. Yeah, look at your face. Like
Yeah. Yeah. We tied them, and then
incredible.
the game away we won. So we never lost against the champions.
I feel like that gives you some kind of
That's
title.
a
I don't know
statement,
what it
by the way.
is. What'd you say?
Yeah, yeah, we deserve something at least.
Those
Uh,
games you have to remember certain moments. You have to remember
yeah.
sequences. Give everybody a little taste of like what you're going to remember most from those PSG games.
I mean, I'll just talk about the first game because the second one I had a wrist injury, so I didn't play. But the first one I had like it was early in the second half, and I think it was a through ball for Barcola. I was on the left wing, and I was right center back on that time. And he plays. I think it was Fabian Ruiz who plays that pass, or someone.
Probably. That
whatever.
sounds
Yeah, someone make the
sounds
through
right.
ball, and the ball goes on my left, and I turn, and Barcola is trying to come and reach the ball, and I like tackle and win the play, and we ended up having a goal kick for us, and I just.
Give it to us. What'd you do to the fans? Because I know
I was
you
just
made
screaming to
some.
the fans. I was like, "Come on!" And yeah, everyone was hyped up, So that was one of the good memories I have playing against PSG.
Yeah, I love that. And once you said you had a good tackle, I'm like, I know the fans were gonna hear about that.
Yeah, they did for sure. Yeah,
I love the way that you express yourself in those moments. Yeah, so cool. Like it's hard to believe. Just a few years ago, you're playing at a junior college. Now you're playing against Barcola and Dembele and
yeah,
the European
it's mad.
champions.
It's mad. Yeah,
Do you
I know.
soak that in?
It did soak in. I think later. I think it was later that game, like 2 days after the game. I was just like, okay, whoa, I'm actually there. I was just like, yep, that's where we are now. Let's go to work.
I
But
love it.
yeah, it took me sometimes to let it sink in.
Hmm. It's been, just a little, gosh, actually, like almost exactly a year, a little less than a year. When you look back on this last year, what is going to be something that stands out to you the most? And maybe where do you feel like you've grown, even as a human being, in this process of challenging yourself?
In that year, I think I've been more of a. I mean, I'd say it towards the end of the year, because I was still in the process where I need to learn. And towards the end of the year, I was just like, maybe I can give out a bit more instructions to my teammates. I can be a bit more loud and talkative, because for center back, that's what's gonna help you. Even, I mean, it's gonna help your teammates for sure, but it's gonna also help you to stay dialed in and in the moment, because you have to stay really, really concentrated. And yeah, I think for me, the main thing was that I got. I won't say I have a leadership role, but I'm more of a leader than I was when I started for sure.
Hmm. That's big growth. That's awesome to feel
Yeah,
comfortable like that and be able to take all that information in and now be able to output it, right? Give it to other people. And
yeah.
it's a really important role to have that, to be a center back
Hmm.
and to be able to give that communication. It, give us some games that are going to be like, I don't want to forget this game. Is it your first start with the club? Is it your first European start for Europa League? What are you going to look back on year one and think like, these were some big moments for
Okay,
me?
I have so many. So we won 8-0 against Saint Etienne. I was just like,
Can I just say, Taylor Gregorio over here just said, I watched that game.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we won that. I remember that one. PSG for sure, because it's just a milestone for me. We
Hmm.
won against Monaco at home. That was a derby match, so that you have to win it. It's just like playing Real Salt Lake. And I had my first game against Real Sociedad in the Europa League, and I was just like, wow, I'm playing in the Europa League, crazy. Um, I have, I think I'd say Marseille. We played Marseille at home, and that was also a derby match. And I just remember the fans were insane. Like I've never seen fans like this. Like in my club, that's the first time I see this.
Hmm.
And there was also Brest. At home, we won 6-0.
Hmm.
There was also Brest away, because that was a game that we battled out like crazy, and we just won 1-0. And yeah, we had to end the game, close it up really well. So I feel like I had a really good impact on the team to have this result. And yeah, I think
No goals yet, though, right?
no goals yet, but we always score in year two.
Yeah. I like that.
Year
I
two,
like that. Watch
yeah,
out, everybody.
don't
Here it
worry,
comes.
don't worry. And there was also, I think, oh yeah, PSG away. Because I didn't win. I didn't play, but it's like I was playing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Man, the emotions were
You
crazy
were on
when
the
we won.
bench or you were in the box?
Yeah, I was not on the bench, but I was with the team when we traveled.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was watching them play, and I was just like, my days.
Yeah,
They're
that
giving
stadium's
everything they
sick too.
have. This is crazy. Yeah, the stadium was insane. Their fans, the PSG fans, were insane, and I was just like, this is really fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Going back to that Europa start, does it feel different when you're playing in a European competition?
It did feel a bit different. It did feel a bit different because now you get to play against a team that plays in a country, and they have a different philosophy of how they want to play. So you get to see. We played. I take example of Real Sociedad, and we play against a Spanish team. So they really put the emphasis on having the ball. Make the opponent work to have it back. And I feel like that just gives you a taste of how the Spanish world is. So that was fun. And for other countries as well that we played in that competition, you just get to have a taste of how it's like in their country, how they play, and how they just want to make you suffer, really. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was nice.
One of the things that popped in my mind is just that feeling. Like, I miss that feeling of walking onto the field and standing there the moments before the game starts. Here in the United States, we play the national anthem. And for me, that was a time where I could just settle myself. Like, I would put my hand over my heart, I would pray, and I would just feel like, gosh, I'm just so grateful for this moment. Do you have something that you do during those moments right before the game?
Yeah.
Is it something you say to yourself? Yeah. Would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mind
yeah.
sharing?
Always. So before the game, and we go into the tunnel, we go out, and then we do the pictures and all that stuff, and then I get on the field, and I do three jumps, three really high jumps, and I put a knee on the ground and make my prayer, and then we're good to go. We're good to go. Today's
I
gonna be
love
a good
that.
day. Yeah.
It's I feel like a lot of athletes do this. It's just a way to like center yourself. Like, there is a lot going on around me,
Yeah.
but I know
I mean,
that I can
refocus.
be here and present. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. That's cool.
True.
Have you had any cool jersey swaps? Are you into that?
Yeah. I did a jersey swap with Barcola, and that was it.
Okay.
That was it. I just wanted to swap with the PSG players. I don't know why. Just because it's PSG. And
Yeah.
Barcola
And
is
now
an
you can.
amazing player, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And every time you think about or you see it, you could be like, the
Oh,
tackle.
and I
The
lied.
tackle.
Sorry, I lied. That's not true.
Oh,
I had a
wow.
jersey swaps. I had a jersey swaps with all the national team players that plays in France.
Oh, cool.
Jonathan David,
Yeah.
Théobert, Derek Cornelius, and Ismail Kone, my Montreal brother.
I love
So
that.
yeah, I did that with all of them. So that was fun. That was fun.
That's so cool
Yeah.
to have those moments with people that you really admire, respect, have grown up with,
Yeah,
really.
of course.
And you're competing against each other, but then it's all about it's all love after the game. So
Exactly.
gosh, I can't
Yeah.
believe you lied to me, Moise. I thought we were
I'm
better
so
friends than
sorry. I'm
this.
so sorry. It was just like so. That was so.
But you know what
I'm
you
just in
did
the
do?
moment, and I just thought about Barcola for some reason. I don't know why.
You know what you did do? You set up a perfect transition for me because I do want to talk about the Canadian national team.
Ah, there you go.
I told
Kinda
you could
helped
be in
out.
media one day, and look at you.
I kind of helped out.
You already know the transitions.
Oh,
World Cup, man, it
oh
is
wow.
fast
Wow.
approaching, which is
Yeah.
wild. Less than a year away. Canada will be a host nation. We know that you just missed the Gold Cup with an injury, but when you're looking forward to what this next year can be at the World Cup, do you let yourself dream? Do you let yourself think about it? What would that mean to you to be a part of that Canadian team playing in a World Cup on home soil?
Yeah, of course you have to think about it a little bit. First, because you're a football fan, you're a football lover, and everyone who loves football watches the World Cup. So to add to that, when you're a player with the national team and you're about to play a World Cup in your country, you have to think about it. But you don't let it get to your head too much. Sometimes you just gotta okay, I get it. Yeah, next, but obviously it's something to look up to, and just prepare yourself to more you can with the season you have in with your club, and
Mm-hmm.
make sure you're healthy to compete and represent your country as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's really exciting. So nervous, but it's gonna be a good time if I am to be selected.
Yeah. It's really, in all reality, it's probably 10 months away, right? When we get to see who's on those rosters. If you were to be named on that roster, which, I've already told you we are all rooting for you here. So we want to see Moïse Bombito on that Canadian roster. What is your personal focus? What's the focus for you? Maybe it is something coming from Jesse. Maybe it's something that you want to focus on with your club team that's going to help you get there. But in these next 10 months, where do you feel like you need to go in order to make yourself part of that team?
I feel like I have to have a louder voice than I had when I first got to the national team, because my first day it was just like a dream, and I was just trying to like let it all sink in and just be proud of being there and represent my country. But now I'm at a stage where I'm like, okay, can I be someone that the players can rely to, and be like, okay, we can count on him. Like now he's no like rookie or new guy. Is like, it's Moise, and we can count on him. He's gonna help us close out the game, help us defend well, and can I just be able to lead the back line with my other center back that obviously during the Copa America I was with Derek, and I feel like if I can grow this relationship with him, and make sure that we have our back line sorted, and we know how we want to press, we know when we have to defend and hold the line. So I feel like if I can do that right and help myself to be a bit more loud, and trying to be a leader on the team, I feel like it's gonna help the team. So that's my
You
main
got
focus.
this. You got
Yeah,
this. I like that focus.
yeah,
It's really transferable too, right? It is going to help you no
yeah.
matter where you're at. But I have no doubt that you can be that player next summer. And I think we need to make a pact now. In a year from now, we're chatting again. It'll be the end of the World Cup, and you have just played hopefully a lot of games in that World
Yeah.
Cup. And we'll get to sit down one more time, Moise, and chat through it. How would you think that'll work?
I got you. I got you. I
You
got you. Don't
always
worry.
you always got me. Okay, one more thing. We got to play a game. You know that we
All
got
right,
to have a
sounds
little
good.
fun here.
Yeah,
The
let's go to
thing
work.
about you, Moise, is you've played now for two American greats, Jesse Marsh and Chris Armas. These
Yep.
guys who are U.S. national team players have a real foothold in what American soccer has been and will be going forward, or North American soccer, I should say. So we got to play a little like, is it Armas? Is it Marsh?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. We're calling it Who Done It.
Who did it?
Who done it?
Who done it? Who done it?
Yeah, who done it? Okay,
Who done it?
first, who had more appearances when you combine MLS and national team?
Just Chris.
Ding, 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 ding. Chris Armas had a lot of appearances. We're going 330, but Jesse was close. 323
Oh, really? 323
was Jesse.
and
And Chris was
Chris.
330.
Oh wow, that was close.
Really close.
I go for Chris. Let's do it. That's one, right?
Yeah, that's one. You get 1 point.
Okay.
Who had more regular season goals?
Regular season goals. Can you remind me of the position of Jesse? Because I know Chris was a midfielder.
Jesse played a little higher, I will say. I think he was an 8. Was he an 8? Miles?
But Chris was like really, really high on the pitch at times. Like he was scoring goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just
Jesse
feel
was
like
an 8.
it's
Chris was a 6.
yeah.
But you know Chris, if he's getting up there, he's gonna
He's scoring.
Yeah, he's gonna score.
I'll go for I'll go for Jesse. Just
Wow, you
because I
almost
think
said
it.
Chris. Both
Yeah,
times you've switched at the last moment,
yeah.
and you got it right, Jesse. 31 goals.
Woo!
Chris only had 12.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yo.
So that was a little bit more of a difference. Easy,
Yeah,
easy. You got this.
yeah.
Who has more silverware?
Hmm. Silverware. So where did Chris play other than Chicago?
Galaxy,
Galaxy is a team that wins. And Jesse?
DC, Chicago, and Chivas, USA. Did you remember
No, I don't.
Chivas?
I don't remember if Chivas in USA,
Yeah,
but
that's okay. It was
yeah, Galaxy and Chicago.
just a
I've got
blip.
to go for Chris. I've got to go for Chris.
Ding, ding, ding. 3 for 3, Moise.
3 for 3. Come
That's pretty
on.
good. But this was close. Armas has an MLS Cup, 4 Open Cups. Jesse has an MLS Cup, 3 Open Cups.
3 Open Cups. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that was so
Yeah, this
close.
is really close. Who was coached by Bob Bradley in college?
Makes sense. Who was coached? Ah, I think Chris. Ah,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse. Okay, now these ones are a little bit more fun. So you've done pretty well. You've gone 3 for 4.
3 for 4.
And now these are just like opinions. So, who's the quirkiest?
What that means?
Quirky, like a little odd, different, fun, funny.
Uh, Yo, by the way, they have similarities, man. In those game meetings, they kind of have the same mimics. Like they kind of do the same thing sometimes. But
Really?
Chris, it has to be Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well you said game meeting, so I want to know who gives the longer pregame speech.
Oh yeah, it's Jesse. Jesse has like yeah, it's Jesse. Yeah.
What were you
Has to
gonna
be.
say? We want to know that. Jesse has what?
Jesse, like we do for every game we'll have a video meeting obviously, but like he'll make a hype video like during that video session or game meeting. Like he's gonna show us a video where we're all hyped up. Like it gets us all hyped up, like clips of us playing well, doing things right, and all that stuff, and we're like so pumped to the next game.
Music?
And
Does
that
it
takes
have music on it, or is it
yeah
just?
yeah.
What's he
yeah,
choosing
yeah.
music-wise there?
It's really energetic, but I don't know
Yeah.
what is the style
Beats.
to be honest. The genre,
It's
yeah, beats, a lot of beats.
More beats. Who has the best jokes?
Chris is funny. Chris is funny. Chris for sure.
I like that. If these two raced right now, who would win the race?
Chris.
Ooh.
Jesse's in shape to be honest, but Chris is in shape.
He's got some more fast twitch muscles happening.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. Who do you think used to be the bigger of the party animals?
Man, I feel like Chris was just like a goofball.
Yeah. He was pretty goofy. And he's a good storyteller.
Yeah.
So I feel like he probably has some good stories to tell.
I'll go for Chris again. Sorry, Jesse.
Chris. Okay. All right. Last one I have is who's more likely to have their wife dress them for game day?
Dressed?
Their wife help them get like, hey,
what
should I wear?
Okay. I'll go for Jesse.
Jesse?
I'll go for Jesse because
okay.
he always wears the team gear.
Oh,
but
so
Chris. Well, yeah,
Chris has a little
Chris
style.
Then.
Just
yeah, he has
you think
a little
Chris?
style,
Yeah,
so Chris.
It's probably Chris. He gets some help.
Yeah,
She's like, no, we need you to wear.
No, you're not wearing that. No,
you're not wearing
exactly.
that. All right, Chris, it is. Chris got a lot of those answers. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Moise, this has been so fun. I always enjoy chatting with you. The last thing we always do is we give our guests a little opportunity to give thanks. So is there somebody that you want to give some thanks for right now in your life?
Obviously, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for just being able to, put me in this position. I want to thank my mom, thanks my girlfriend. I want to thank my friends that are in Montreal that give me a lot of crap when I was younger, but that helped me being solid. And I know what I'm saying when I say this. And I want to thank my brother, my sister, and all the coaching staff that I had to encounter, and all my teammates for sure for making this possible. So, yeah, that's it.
I love it. I love it. This has been an awesome edition of the conversation. Thank you, Moïse Bombito, for joining us, for taking time out of your beautiful day in Nice. There is not a cloud in the sky. It doesn't look like.
Yo, crazy. And the sun sets at like 9:30. I mean, for you, what time is it now?
In the day, it's almost noon.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's like 2
So
p.m.
what time is it for you?
Shut down. 9:30 or 9:34, something like that.
It's 9:34 right now?
Now it's 7:55.
Oh.
No, now it's 7:55, sorry.
Okay, so you're going to just chill on your balcony, wait for the sunset, and enjoy it.
Yup, I'll send you a picture just for you.
I would love that.
Yo,
I would love that.
I think I'm going there for vacation.
I love it. Well, we love catching up with you. You're doing big things across the ocean, and so many people here with the Rapids are rooting for you. So keep doing big things. Also, if you're watching this or listening to this, make sure you subscribe to the Colorado Rapids podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, and stay tuned for the next episode of the conversation. Moïse, we'll see you later.
See ya. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you next time.